Ooh, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them coming towards me right now. I need to be a little bit careful. Hello reformers and welcome back to Freeman. Now when we left off we had just captured another town and we're well on our way to capturing more than half the map. Not entirely sure if we've already done that. We might have to check after this, but as you can maybe see by the red writing down here, we currently have one of our towns in a bit of a pickle. And that means it's under siege by 52 men. Yes, we're gonna have to try and tackle them in just a second. However, I was thinking to myself, do I want to re-equip my red dot sight? Because I found that the ACOG scope at the moment is being a little bit inaccurate for my liking, because sometimes what it does, or tends to do, is lower down a little bit. And I don't know whether you've seen this yourself, but when you're aiming and you're attempting to hit people, obviously, sometimes the scope will go a little bit lower than the center of the screen and where the crosshair is. And so it's kind of difficult to hit with it. But I don't exactly know whether it's going to work with my Type 79 sniper rifle, this red dot sight. So I'm going to just try it out and we'll see how it goes. Otherwise, let's go in and defend against the 52. Now, of course, I have many more men than 52 in my army. It's actually not many more, but it is, you know, a couple more. And we should be able to do this. No problem at all. I mean, obviously we can only deploy 45, but I feel like that should be enough to achieve some sort of victory. Anyway, let's take a look here. All right, so I do have the Poznan Cadet Squad. They are the garrison here, basically, I guess. Otherwise, I've recruited some ARF militias, and as you can see here, I've renamed them into Orange. I don't know why, but I called them Orange. I don't know, maybe it's the Orange Box, maybe it's not, who knows? Yes, anyway, let's hope they're as hot as steam when killing these things. Making all the Valve jokes for some reason. Anyway, let's get all of them on the battlefield. Let's get as many people as I can on the battlefield, and then we are going to sort them out. Alright, so we've got our juggernauts here with Yuri, and we're going to probably place our two companions near there, and I think we're probably going to place a couple more around this way as well. And this is a pretty bad town for us, isn't it? This is a pretty bad town indeed. It's going to be kind of harsh, I feel. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to do this very well, because I mean there's just so many non-cover points, I guess you could say. That's pretty awful. Anyway, let's tell everyone to spawn in then, I guess, and we'll see if we can maybe do something about it. So let's have a look at my sniper rifle. No, the sniper rifle is using its own scope, so I don't actually even need a scope on that. So I'm pretty happy that I've swapped out the ACOG now, because I'll be able to use the red dot sight, and I think it's a little bit easier to use as it is a little bit less zoomed in, and that means that, you know, even if it does have that slight scope sway to it, it's not really a sway, but it's kind of just a bit of a weird thing going on with it. Even if it does have that, it's not really going to affect my accuracy too much, hopefully. Anyway, let's change this to semi-automatic, and we should probably be on the lookout for the enemy. They are coming in. Hello there. I see you. I missed. And I missed again. It seems like it's firing off a bit to the right. As you can see, do you see that? It's firing off a bit to the right, so there we go. There we go. That's what we need. Yeah, this is going to be more difficult than I anticipated, but, well, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we're going to be able to do it. I'm being very inaccurate. Oh, there we go. That was a nice headshot on that Armor Marauder right there. Very nice indeed. And there's another one. Maybe we'll be able to kill a... Oh, wow. Okay, I was hopeful for a kill there, but nope. Never mind. Alright. Can I jump in here? No, I can't jump in there. Okay, well, this is going to be pretty interesting because it's actually nighttime. So I should probably just crouch down behind here. There seems to be a couple of people coming in from the side. That's not very good, is it? No, it seems that's not very good at all. Okay, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of something here. We are seemingly killing... Wow, Yuri is going on an absolute spree right now. He's crazy. He's doing some crazy damage right there. I actually wonder what his stats are like. I have no idea, you see, so... It's kind of just luck, I guess, that he's doing so much damage right now. Maybe he's just in a really good position, who knows, but he seems to be in a pretty decent place. Oh, nice. That was a nice long-range hit right there, if I do say so myself. Usually with the assault rifle, I'm not exactly great when it comes to long range. I mean, especially with a red dot sight, I'm really not going to be hitting too much with it, but this seems to be working out quite nicely. There we go. Alright, so we've actually literally lost no one at the moment, and I think we should be in a pretty decent position right now. I'm going to get out my assault rifle once again. These guys are a little bit too close for the sniper rifle in my opinion, and it would be quite nice for me to maybe use a little bit of our camouflage here, and maybe, yeah, of course I only had one bullet remaining. Ooh, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them coming towards me right now. I need to be a little bit careful. Ah, that guy's dead, isn't he? Yeah, that guy's actually dead and doesn't have any substance to him whatsoever. Hello there. You're very handsome. Yes, well, let's just leave you alone then, shall we? And we'll try and find your friends. I was going to say frind. Yes, frind your friends. Let's do that. Well, we can grind your friends into dust, I guess, but not frind them, thank you very much. Anyway, let's see if I can maybe track down a couple more. I mean, technically, the enemy should be coming towards us, so we shouldn't really have to worry too much about hunting them down, but maybe we do have to worry a little bit about that. Okay, let's just move our fellows around here a little bit, just to do a little bit of reconnaissance. Ah, there we go. There's a couple of them. Okay, so we're going to send another squad over there just to help out, just in case. You never know. You never know whether they need assistance. And it seems like everything is going swimmingly so far, and I'm actually quite surprised. I mean, yeah, you know, these are just regular bandits, and I actually wasn't expecting any of them to lay siege to our, you know, to our little settlement here, but obviously, you know, they finally plucked up the courage to be able to do something like that. And it's kind of nice to see on the one hand, and it's kind of not really nice to see, but yeah, it's kind of nice that we're able to get a couple of kills here and see our unit in action once again, because it's been a while since we've actually done a siege defense. And it seems like, yes, the last 3 or maybe just the last 2 enemies are going to be over here. Oh, one of them was actually injured. Are you serious? Come on now. There we go. Wow, we actually did lose 1 casualty right there. But it's okay, because I think he was just knocked unconscious, not actually killed. So that's perfectly fine with me. Anyway, as you can see here, we're now able to take a whole bunch of stuff, which I very much appreciate. We always like stuff, don't we? And I'm just going to take as much as I can. Look at that. Wow, it really, you know, it really does pay to spec into inventory expansions every now and again, because being able to take all that loot is pretty fantastic. Anyway, there you go. That was a nice siege defense. We're able to head into Horbakiv once again. I'm going to be placing my, well, once I level them up, I'm going to be placing the Pozna cadets back in there, and hopefully they'll be able to do a good job defending once again. Anyway, let's sell all of this. Oh, no, not the ACOG scope. Thank you very much. I'd like to keep that around just for a little bit more. And let's sell the rest of it. There we go. And the equipment trader as well. And let's actually see how much we make, because I think I had about, what, 15,000 or so, and I've already got almost 21,000. So that's decent enough. And we're going to get another little bit here. And I think these merchants are going to run out of cash before I actually sell everything, which is not exactly great, but, well, what can you do? I guess technically I could trade a little bit with them. So I could technically be like, oh, yes, I'll, you know, buy one of these things. A crazy high-powered sniper rifle of some kind, or maybe I'll just buy some ammo, actually. And buying some ammo might make sense. Let's buy a little bit of sniper ammo as well. There we go. And I think that's basically all I can do at the moment, which is kind of annoying, but we can collect some taxes here. But for now, I think I'm gonna just do a little bit of leveling up. These guys can all level up into Poznan Riflemen, which is pretty fantastic in itself. And maybe some of them have leveled up into the next stage? Nah, it doesn't seem like it. But you can see here that all of our forces have leveled up, absolutely all of them, and that's amazing. That, just to have that amount of experience is really, really great. It must be our instructor skill or something like that coming into play there. But yeah, all these guys are going to level up into ARF Spec Ops, and we're going to get another one here as well, and we're going to be even more unstoppable than we already are, even though, you know, we can actually lose like a whole bunch of units every now and again. It really depends on who we're up against, of course, but for the most part, we're pretty strong in battle at the moment. Wow, so many Spec Ops guys, really. Yeah, I guess it's because I've literally only been recruiting ARF units, but there you go. Everyone is looking absolutely fine right now, and I think we're good. I think we are good. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So let's go into the garrison here. I'm going to collect the taxes in just a second. We'll place these guys in the garrison. And there is, obviously, if you are going to be doing this and playing yourself, I'd highly recommend taking the time just to garrison a little bit more. But as it stands at the moment, I just don't really have the time to do that, really. Even though I could easily go into the recruit soldiers here and just get a whole bunch of, you know, whatever, and then just put them in the garrison, and yeah, all that good stuff. Anyway, we have a whole bunch of really nice buildings here. Maybe we want to go to a variety of other places. Look at this, we're getting so much money right now from our taxes. I actually wonder whether it's going to come under siege again. It doesn't seem like it at the moment, but we'll see what happens with it. We do have 6 prisoners, so it would maybe make sense to try and persuade them to join us. There we go. Oh, that's not going to work. Nope, that's not going to work. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens, so we're just going to release him. I don't really mind too much about executing him or whatever. I mean, it's not a big deal either way. Let's, yeah, let's donate. That button actually doesn't do anything at the moment, so not really a big deal for me. And we should probably sell something actually here. That would probably make sense, because we still have a little bit of loot remaining from the previous fight, and it would make sense to get rid of it. I don't want to sell the flour, thank you very much. I'd like to sell the walkie-talkie and the mechanical parts and the vodka, and I think otherwise we could sell this ammo as well. Not really necessary for me to keep that. And is there a contract board here? Yeah, there is a contract board. Is there anything that I really want to do? Not really. Not really. I was hopeful that there might be something to train some units or, you know, something along those lines, because I think that would probably be really advantageous to us. I mean, we're leveling up units extremely quickly as it is right now, so being able to capitalize on that and maybe gain another 30,000 or something would be awesome. But, yeah, doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Anyway, let's take a look around here and see actually what's going on. Wow, there's a huge amount of armies on the map here. I think they are actually working on maybe reducing that, because apparently people have reported that it's pretty harsh to have huge amounts of bandit armies on the PC's performance. So you do have to bear that in mind, maybe reduce your graphics. I think there is actually a fix for it, where you do something with the armies.txt file in the game folder. So yeah, I'm sure you can find that on the Steam forums if you need to. Anyway, I don't exactly know who to attack right now, because on the one hand, we could try and attack the Poznan. I think that is the last, yeah, that is actually the last city or a town that they have under their control. The only problem with it is that they have 22 Poznan sharpshooters, and that kind of makes me a little bit antsy. I'm not entirely sure if I will be able to take it. What about that? Oh, that's the Uman town. That might be better in a way. Should I try and take this instead? I mean, we are at war against them, right? Yes, extremely hostile. Yes, of course. Okay, so the only people that we haven't annoyed are the FCA, which I suppose is pretty good because they do have their juggernauts, and the juggernauts are obviously extremely effective. But anyway, let's attack them. Let's attack the Uman Brotherhood and actually see how we can do against them. I am a bit dreading this because they're very good at what they do. Extremely good at what they do, in fact, because they have wide access to a lot of grenades. They're very well trained, and as a result, they're probably going to be able to do significant damage to us, no matter what we try to do. So, I guess what I can do here is just spread out our units as best I can, and we're going to do a similar style to what I've tried to do the last couple of times, which is, of course, to have a kind of like a pincer movement, but not really a pincer movement, because it's kind of hard to do that when you don't have an obvious tactical advantage in some way regarding the terrain or whatever the case may be. So we're just going to take these 4, and let's actually see where we can place them. We can maybe place them around here. This might be the best place to go. So we're going to go like this, and then we're just going to spread them out like here and there. Seems like a good plan to me. And then we'll take these 5, and we're probably going to move them a little bit further away. But saying that, it's kind of difficult because these guys are going to come across enemies way before the other guys. So they will probably lose people along the way here, and I don't really want that to happen. But if it does happen, then that's just how it has to be. And maybe I can try and, I don't know, maybe I can try and like cover them or something like that. Oh yeah, and I forgot to equip more ammo. That's great. Anyway, let's go into my inventory here and actually just do that real quick. Okay, so I don't exactly know whether I'm going to be doing that much sniping. So I'm actually just going to remove a couple of magazines there. And instead we're just going to add a whole bunch more assault rifle ammo. I think we'll do quite a bit of sniping, but we won't do that much. So only having three clips, that's perfectly fine. I don't see a problem with that. And yeah, we're going to go with the 5 here, because the 4 group over there, they should have much more cover and much more success in their direction than these guys, because they have, I think, a little bit of a height advantage. They should have a small height advantage, so that's obviously going to make a pretty big difference to how effective they can be. It is raining. I don't think that really makes too much difference, but it is obviously going to maybe reduce a little bit of visibility here and there. So let's be a little bit careful about that. It seems like, wow, okay. So it seems like I've actually gone with the wrong group here, but that's fine because they haven't encountered anyone. It's kind of weird. I'm actually very surprised. So it seems like the enemy might be a little bit more inward to their base. And I'm actually kind of surprised by this completely, because I would have thought that they would have had at least 1 or 2 patrols on the outskirts. But it seems like they are allowing us to gain position on them. As you can see, there's a couple of them over there. And I suppose I could get out my sniper rifle and we could try and do something. I'm absolutely awful with this. I am absolutely terrible with this when it comes to actually firing from long range. I know, hilarious, isn't it? It's a sniper rifle. I should be firing from long range. I am actually hitting people. I am actually hitting them, but it's not enough. It's not enough to actually kill them, so we do have to be a bit careful here. And next thing I know, I'm going to run into a whole group of them, aren't I? Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Alright, so let's actually see what's going on here. Okay, so as you can see, the 5 group has now engaged a couple of enemies, and we're gonna start to sort of move them a little bit forward here. As you can see, our other fellows have also encountered a couple, and we're gonna pop our head out a little bit here and there and try and do a little bit of damage. Wow, this weapon is fantastic. It's an absolute laser weapon sometimes. Right. I think we might have some issues here. I think we might have some issues. I'm not entirely sure who's having the issues, but it seems like we are taking casualties somewhere. It might be the fact that we need to... Yeah, okay. So that's what we need to do. I get it. Right. So I'm gonna need to, well, obviously not get myself killed, which would be nice. But what I would need to do is make my way up there, if at all possible. I was actually trying to flank people that were down there, but it seems like they're not down there, so I don't have to worry about them too much. Alright, so I am attempting to climb the hill here, where their main sort of fortress slash base is, and you can see here that there's actually a bunch of them coming up, which is great for me, because I'll be able to pretty easily shoot at them from here, and maybe that will give our forces a little bit of an opportunity to maybe swing around a little bit, and maybe we can try and get them where we are, and that's going to give us a bit more of an even chance. Wow, this assault rifle is not really killing that much, which is kind of disappointing, but I guess it's because I'm not being extremely effective with it at the moment. So let's see if I can just pop out a little bit here. I'm just doing a little bit of damage here and there. I don't even really mind about even getting kills. Oh, hello. Right. Okay, so that was interesting. This is even more interesting because I am going to run out of ammunition eventually. Okay. Are they going to continue coming out here? Is this, it's like the clown car. The clown car of Uman Brotherhood units. It's great. I wish I had a grenade right now. I seriously wish I had a grenade. And I'm actually going to run. I am going to run because if I stick around there too long, bad things are going to happen. And I'm telling all my forces to come over here as well. It's even worse than I anticipated. Run. Yes. Let us run. Okay. So it seems like we're actually fine. Ow. Yeah, of course. Would take a little bit of extra damage, wouldn't I? Okay, I'm gonna have to heal myself here. Alright, so these guys aren't actually doing too much, so I might have to actually tell them to go a little bit ahead here. I guess we'll just have to shoot through here. If I can, there we go. I wish I had grenades. Really wish I had grenades. We are actually moving on their position thanks to the previous order that I gave, but obviously that's probably not the best idea. I mean, yeah, I don't really want to die. That's the whole point. Me dying is obviously going to make this kind of worthless because I'm not really going to be able to, you know, actually send my units in by themselves, and it's going to end our potential victory here. I've gone full auto again now, so maybe it's going to make a difference. Ow. Okay, so let's just see exactly what's going to happen here. Wow, okay, that's a lot of fire coming my way. I don't really mind that so much. I don't really mind that because maybe we'll be able to oh yes, that's one of my people. I actually thought I was getting killed there for a second. Alright, so my last medkit, we have 44 enemies remaining. Technically, we can take this if I just stay alive. So that's what I'm going to try and do now. I'm going to try and prioritize my HP And we're going to see how that goes. And it's kind of a bit weird. Yuri's not gotten any kills this time around. Last time he was doing exceptionally well. And this time he's like, oh no, I'm just going to take a bit of a break. That seems like what's happening there. Okay, we got a couple of kills there. Thinned them out just a little bit. There's 25 enemies remaining. I think we might have this in the bag if I can actually start hitting them properly. It's kind of annoying when I'm unable to hit them. I just really want to actually get this captured, because if we're able to do that, then we will be in a very, very strong position to eliminate the Posner after this, because obviously the Uman Brotherhood will then be hopefully eliminated. I don't know exactly whether they have any generals, but as far as I'm aware, I would have to eliminate some generals to be able to eliminate the faction itself. Seems like there's definitely people inside here. Yeah, there's another couple of people helping me out here. That's wonderful. Okay, that is fantastic. Great. I think we're pretty good. I don't think we have to worry about anything, so I'm gonna just tell my people to go straight on in. They can just go straight on in, and they don't have to worry about much, because there's only 12 enemies remaining. Gonna tell these guys to go inside here. We're gonna try and sweep a little bit. And we're going to see how that goes. And is there anyone else up here? I mean, you could see the sheer amount of devastation and bodies that we have wrought to the Brotherhood here. And, well, it's great. It's absolutely fantastic. So we can finally eliminate them, hopefully. And it seems like a couple of them are actually running away here. I have to be very careful. Bear in mind that this has happened multiple times where I've been almost on the brink of victory, and then I get killed at the very last. And that would not be good. That would not be good to happen right now. Aha, hello. There's a couple of people here. Let's be careful. Yeah, exactly. Let's be careful. Wow, that was close. That was really close. Okay, so we gained a huge amount of experience from this. And hopefully, wow, we also gained a very, very nice weapon as well. I used to use the ANS all the time. It's really, really great. It's a fantastic weapon. Otherwise, let's just take all the loot, as much of the loot as we can get our hands on. Look at that. Crazy amounts. And I think I can leave the rest, actually. Don't really need anything from there. And, whoa, we're able to take so many prisoners right there. That's fantastic. That will probably be our new garrison in this town, because this town is probably the closest to basically any enemy that we might be facing, with the exception of maybe Lipno. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.